Episode 218. Komoi is fresh out of crafting school for carpentry, which is what I call spending all of that gil and doing all of that work, just to get to level 50 as a crafting class. With all that boring stuff out of the way, we can finally return to the real stuff. More society quests. Not really. Kind of, sort of. We leveled up the whole carpenter class just to do these Moogle quests. And we're actually ready to level up on their society, affinity, whatever it's called. Their relations, whatever. Reputation, that's what it was. It's not going to be the focus of this episode, but I do need to get it off the way so I can actually continue grinding this off screen. So I'll be just doing this one quest and then probably doing something else the rest of this episode. Shouldn't take too long. After all, Komoi's a master carpenter now, with his huge saw. Komoi, you're back, and at the perfect time. Darrison and I were just discussing how to move forward with the restoration. You're welcome to join us, Kupo. At first we were at an impasse, but I believe we may have found a solution, Kupo. Of course, another opinion is always welcome. Komoi, how kind of you to join us. We were just discussing how to proceed with the restoration. The Mogmenders are ready for a new challenge, and I have a mind to set them to work on the plaza's outer wall. And what would a challenge be without an insurmountable obstacle? They lack the strength to even lift the wall's heavy bricks a full, let alone stack them on top of each other. In Ishgard, we would use levers and pulleys to get the job done, but I'm afraid their design is unfit for Moogle proportions. And I guess they don't exactly have Lalafell proportions in Ishgard, which is probably pretty similar to Moogle proportions. Short of creating an entirely new system, which is outside the realm of my expertise, the solution to this problem eluded me. That is, until the Master Mogmender himself had a brilliant suggestion. Mogzin, if you will. Certainly, Kupo. I propose calling upon the dragons for help. I've seen them grasp vast boulders in their mighty claws. It should be a simple task for them to stack the bricks on top of each other. An ingenious idea, yes, and one which fills me with anticipation, for I have never seen a dragon's might put to constructive use. It would seem, as well, that Mogzin already knows who to ask. That's right, Kupo. I haven't encountered a dragon among my many friends. He's strong, too. Much stronger than any Moogle I've met. Darrison, Komoi, wait here. I'll seek him out straight away. Mogzin certainly is full of surprises, wouldn't you agree? His idea to call upon the dragons required no urging from me. For now, I suppose we would do best to wait here and trust our Moogle friend to return in due time. Okay. Wait here. We have returned, Kupo. Komoi, Darrison, meet Old E. So these are the ones in need of my strengths. They are so wingless. Nonetheless, any friend of Mogzin is a friend of mine. I'm at your service. By the Fury, if you were not Mogzin's friend, I would be trembling in my boots. Old deal. I was made to believe you could hurl boulders through the skies with but a flick of your powerful claws. Is that true? Of course. Do not think me some weakling. I'm a dragon, and the blood of the great worm Hraesvelgr courses through my veins. In just 3 centuries, even the most colossal stone will be as a pebble in my claws. Did you hear that? We need only wait 3 centuries. Fortunately, I have no pressing engagements for the next 300 years. What about you, Mogzin? Have you the time to spare? No, certainly not, Kupo. Oh, there must be another way. Ah, I know. Old deal. We have a surplus of foodstuffs thanks to Mogwell's shrewd management. Eat your fill, and before long, you'll be as big and strong as Facefelger, right? Mogson, you are always so short-sighted. How many times must I tell you, the quickest solution is not always the best? But don't you understand? We can't wait 300 years. By that time, the palms of every Moogle in Moghelm will have gone to dust. Okay, so Moogles don't live forever, or, like, they're not as long-lived as dragons, I guess. My apologies. I sometimes forget how very fragile, you Moogles are. I suppose we will have to entreat my older brother for help then. Let me warn you, however, he can be a bit trying at times, but worry not, for I am certain we can sway him to help us one way or another. Thank you, old deal. I knew we would find a way. However, I know there's still more work to be done. Soon I'll be able to add persuading a dragon to my list of accomplishments. But as they say, there's strength in numbers. Komoy, pray accompany me, as it may lend more weight to our request. Well then, let us be off. My brother Way Off usually spends his time deeper within Venus. I will go ahead and see if I can soften him up before you arrive. Really? 300 years? You're willing to wait that long? I can only hope old deal's brother possesses the strength we require. Just in case, I shall try to think of some other way we might solve this conundrum. I know he was just pulling Mogson's leg or whatever, raking him through the coals or whatever you call that. I'm pretty sure he has more going on for the next 300 years though. But I guess for all we know, he's just some retired old man, right? Look at him, Kupo. Way Off looks at least twice as strong as Old Deal. I'm certain lifting those stones will prove no difficulty to him. Yeah, it looks much bigger when I'm a Lalafell. I guess a average-sized character, not a Lalafell. It's still pretty small compared to Way Off, though. Old Deal also looks a lot larger. Say hello to Way Off, Komoy. Mind your manners around him. Hello, Way Off. Gotta crane our neck to see your face. Kind of talking to his torso here. My brother has requested I hear your plea, and I shall not deny him. Could you bend over and, talk to us at eye level or something? Although I guess that's not how you talk to short people. We are grateful for this audience, Kupo. You see, we mean to rebuild the walls of Barles. Alas, our tiny paws can barely grip the massive stones, let alone lift them. That is why we require a dragon's strength, your strength. Ah yes, we have heard tell of Moogles playing at being stonemasons. This I know. I care not how or where you conduct your games, or whom you choose to imitate. However, I will not be made party to such whimsy. Way Off, with all due respect. You are mistaken. This is no game, Kupo. We're pouring our heart and soul into repairing Barles, and it is only the beginning. Brother, Mogson tells the truth. He is wholly devoted to this task. He's even forsworn trickery. Please, I implore you to give him and his people a chance. One chance, then, to show me the depths of your conviction. Kind of feels like we're talking to the cartoon mom and dad from, I don't know, one of those TV shows that kind of hid their face. There were a lot that did that back in the day, right? For whatever reason, just like the faceless parents. I think Cow and Chicken or something is one. Might have been more. If you truly are a crafter, then craft something for me. That which cannot speak, yet can be heard. Present it to me, and my strength shall be yours. What? I mean, yes, of course. Komoi, let us return to Barles, so we can begin work on Wei Ah's request forthwith. That which cannot speak, yet can be heard. Bring that to me, and I shall lend you my strengths. This I swear. Is it a riddle too? See, I knew brother would be reasonable. Now off you go to craft. What was it again? Yeah, me too. Well, maybe Terracin can solve that riddle. I don't think Mogson can help us on that front. I mean, a lot of things can be heard, but can't speak, right? The dragon has given you a trial, has he? With you and Mogson working to crack Wei Ah's riddle, I'm sure you shall have the solution shortly. Okay, he's not gonna help. He wants us to do it. I don't know what to make of Wei Ah's words. Something that can't speak but can be heard. Oh, my palm aches from trying to wrap it around this riddle. Perhaps I should just trick him. He can't be much more difficult than tricking a Moogle. I jest, Kupo. Worry not. I won't rest until I've deciphered his strange request. Komoi, let's put our palms together. Together we can chip away at the question, until the answer takes shape before us. What could it possibly be, Kupo? Komoi, you've traveled to all manner of places. Surely a worldly adventurer such as yourself can offer some insight. Perhaps it's not an object, but a demonstration of skill, he seeks. Yeah, sure. Well, some folks say that dragons have an insatiable lust for treasure. Don't think Komoi solves the riddle. I think she just thinks dragons want treasure. Treasure? Well, we value nothing more than our Kupo nuts. And the shiny tools made by the landlords, but I don't see... Wait, there's another treasure, Kupo. That's right. The horn we used to call upon the great race builder. A horn which cannot speak, but indeed can be heard. So it's an instrument Wei Ah wants. Now, I've always been partial to tooting the horn myself, so I believe crafting one should prove simple. However, I would entrust you with a separate task. Please craft me a grip, which is most vital to ensure none drop the horn, while giving it a mighty blow. Mogwell should have any materials you require. I await your masterpiece, Kupo. Wonder how this quest is different if I were an alchemist or any other class. You've come here for materials? Very well. That will be 30 Kupo nuts, please. Huh. You should see the look on your face. It was merely a jest. Please take as much as you require. Free of charge, of course. How much of those do we actually have, anyway? Only 11 Kupo nuts, and they're carved. Now, since we are a lower level carpenter, we don't actually have all of that stuff that, over here, yeah. We don't have those skills that let us, like, instantly get free quality, so we're actually going to have to worry about our skill usage here, I guess. Maybe. Probably start with this. Give us 2 of these. Oh, that's actually way more quality than I thought. Could have started with this already. Alright, that'll solve it. Never mind, this is actually way easier than I thought. Wasn't sure what item level I was going to end up with here over in, like the level 50 zone or whatever, but I guess everything that I had towards the end of the Carpenter quest line, plus whatever I equipped after that, like this saw and these gloves, are enough for these quests. Are you finished, Kupo? I've completed the horn, and all I require is your final flourish. This is even better than I could have hoped, Kupo. Any Moogle will surely be proud to toot on the horn, even Chieftain Malton. Nevertheless, I must take care when applying the final touches. Go on ahead and meet Old Eel and his brother. I will be close behind, horn in paw. Statue's kinda haunting at night. Kinda like it. Ah, there you are. Honestly, I thought it would be longer. Of course, I have solved my brother's riddle already, but I am curious to see what you've come up with. Way off, we thought long and hard on your words, and have brought that which you seek. Behold, a Mogmender masterpiece. Why, that is just a horn. Why would brother want that? Of course a horn cannot... Oh, I see. How clever, Mogson. And the craftsmanship is even better than we had hoped. Do not feign knowledge, Old Deal. You did not know the answer. As for you, Mogson, was this horn truly wrought by your hands? Indeed, Kupo. I put every ounce of my skill into its construction. Every ounce, as well as a dash of Komoi skill for good measure. A horn does not speak, yet it can be heard from even the highest peaks. It would seem my trial was simple before the combined efforts of man and Moogle. I am impressed. Accept my apologies for doubting you. That means you'll help Mogson? Splendid. But brother, I still don't understand why a horn is so important to you. How much you have yet to learn, though I am sure you were taught once before that our songs are as roars to their ears, so alien and unfathomable. So it was that Hraesvelgr bequeathed a magic to men, that they fashioned sacred instruments to join in the chorus. The horn entrusted to the Moogles is but one of these works. If you would have my aid, you must wield an instrument worthy of calling upon my kind. I believe this horn will do nicely. An instrument to summon a dragon? It's that good, Kupopo? No one has ever praised something I made. This feeling is better than eating 3 Kupo nuts at once, but not 4. I apologize, I got a little carried away. Now where were we? Oh yes. Way off, allow me to escort you to Barless. And quest should be complete as we get over there. I think this is just about the amount of time I wanted to spend on this. Remaining time should be sufficient for what I'm looking for. My word is my bond, and my wings are your wings. When you presented that tiny horn to brother, I was sure he'd naff you out of Zenith. I suppose I still have much to learn about riddles and puzzles. To create something with my own paws is an amazing feeling, Kupo. Absolutely amazing. Now this is what I envisioned when Mogson spoke of dragons. I applaud your success, my friend, although I did not doubt you for a second. Mogson certainly seems to be in high spirits, higher than usual even. Did your meeting with Way Off go that well? Yeah, we solved the riddle. Ah, now I see. My dear Mogson, how does it feel? To labor over your creation, to pour every ounce of your vim and brio into it, and for that effort to be recognized and earn you accolades. Tell me true, can you think of aught better? Not sure what the term brio means. No, I can't, Koopapo. This is even more thrilling than when I tricked Mago. Haha, and now you understand why we crafters save away for our art. Yes, we. For I dare say, you are now as much a crafter as Komoi or myself. Still, do not think your journey over already. You have much to learn, yet in the way of technique. Me? A crafter, Kupo? I don't know what to say. Except that I'll try my utmost not to disappoint. And you must be Way Off, whose trial spurred Mogson's growth. I am Terracin, and I offer my humble greetings and thanks. Well then, shall we begin? For perhaps the first time in 1,000 years, man and dragon shall work together to build, not destroy. Although I am too young to have known the peace our ancestors once shared, I am honored to work alongside you. May our bonds be strengthened to our labor. Just more wasted inventory space. Give us, I don't know, CP. It's already looking way better. They redid all the walls. Thanks to your efforts, the outer walls of Barles have been restored. Continue assisting the Mogmenders to see repair of the plaza completed. And now we're friendly. We also get the bonus rank up quests, which we can do after I turn this in. Yeah, a lot of experience from these. It's like the most efficient way, I guess. We're probably gonna get like really high level as a carpenter just doing all of these quests as this one class. Although of course the experience is going to taper off as we get higher level. But still. Anyway, I'll take these on probably in between episodes or whatever. Spent enough time here, though we can look around. Well met. After much consideration, I've decided to help you and the Mogmenders with the renovation of Barles. If you need anything, big or small, then I'm the dragon to ask. Just don't ask him to lift any heavy boulders. This is still kind of a mess over here. I guess they're still working on it. Walls are nice though. They got these glowing palm things, whatever they are. Nothing new, or rather, it's just the same like choices as usual. I guess. Alright, so we're going over here now. Now that Komoi has helped out the Moogles and the dragons and all that. I think that jogs her memory that she's supposed to be actually, you know, helping with the effort after the Dragon Song War to, I guess, fix things up here around Ishgard or something. Pretty sure that's where she left things off with the main story. So we're going over here, towards the main story, right over there. She's walking in the direction of the main story, and we're about to click and continue the exciting main story, but then she gets called over by Torsifers over here. No wait. Was it Torsifers? No, wait. Not that one. I could have sworn it was one of these guys. My segue is now running into the wall, or whatever. Must have been this guy? No? Where is this quest? Over here. Right? Must be. Can't see it, but... Okay. So she's not called over by Torsifers. She's called over by some guy way over at the airship landing. We're pretending. I don't know how this guy all the way over at the airship landing knew that she just arrived, but he did. Or she did. Don't know who it is. Not this guy. Portal jumps, maybe? Yeah, this is the one. So this is for, well, I guess we'll get into it, but just trying to do things in the order of the content that released, like, within the patch or whatever. Which is to say, just doing all of the, what are we on? 3.0? Yeah, all of the 3.0 content that was available before we move on to 3.1. So if we accept the main quest from Alphinode and all that, try to continue with the Dragon Song War, or whatever the aftermath of the Dragon Song War was, that would be 3.1. So this comes first. Ah, Komoy, I was looking for you. Or rather, your friend Wet was. Left a most puzzling message he did, with instructions to convey it to you verbatim. Oops, accidentally skipped that. He requested your presence at the Aetherochemical Research Facility in Azizlaw for a project of utmost secrecy. Sounds like nonsense to my ears, but he assured me you would grasp his intent. Well, that is a message, and now I've delivered it. Okay. So we're going to Azizlaw. And I guess we're going all the way up there. There's only ever one teleport point here, so kind of a pain to get around Azizlaw. It's also right here in like the corner, so kind of have to like go across the entire map if something is on any of these islands. Either go across it the entire length height-wise, or the entire length lengthwise, or the entire length diagonal-wise. I guess I'm counting my blessings that it's right here in the middle. But since we have to fly so high upwards, I guess we're traveling the entire length zenith-wise or whatever. Well, no matter, we're here. Oh, there you are, Komoy. I've been waiting for you. And so as an old friend of ours, you remember Gilly, don't you? How could I forget? Wedge's weird dog. I was feeling awfully lonely without her, so I snuck out the back door when the chief wasn't looking. But look at her now. Her system's down, no power to utter even a single blip. Doesn't it just break your heart, Komoy? It does. Left alone in this wasteland for thousands of years, just waiting for someone to help. And as soon as she's done her duty, clunk, tossed to the side, like a rusty old suit of armor. Well, I won't stand for it. We won't stand for it. I'm going to bring Gilly back to life. and you're going to help me. At first, I had a mind to fix her up myself, but I fear she's proven beyond my abilities to repair. That's when I hit upon it, and found a new body for Gilly. If we found a new body for Gilly, we could transfer her personality and memories right into it. It'd be like she'd never left. Yeah, personality. Not a personality, this, monotonous robot that didn't really help us in any way. Just kind of led us on a wild goose chase. I know what you're thinking. And just where are we going to find this new body, Wedge? I've got 3 words for you. The fractal continuum. It's an old warship that was converted into a museum of elegant technology. If there's any place we can find a new body for Gilly, it'll be there. And it's just a short trip away by Matter Conduit 6-7. To boot. You'll go, won't you? For Gilly's sake? I guess so. If there's any place we can find a new body for Gilly, etc., etc. No new dialogue. Unless I'm remembering incorrectly, I'm pretty sure Gilly just kind of had a very robotic attitude. What you'd expect from, you know, any robot that the Elegants made. Well, the fractal continuum is over here, but I guess we're taking the teleporter for some reason, even though we should have unlocked flying by the time we're doing this quest. Because we could just go over there, it's that thing right there. That's the fractal continuum. The big spiky thing, I think. Let's just steal this guy's body. Who cares? Blip. Transport is available from this location to the fractal continuum, the greatest storehouse of technological marvels in all of Alec. Blip, blip. The fractal continuum is temporarily closed to tourists. Access is limited to those with level 3 security clearance or higher. Blip. Unauthorized visitors will be removed via the continuum's anti-intruder defense system. Thank you, and we hope you enjoy your visit. I'm sure we will. So it's a dungeon. One of the 2 level 60 dungeons that would have been available to like endgame players upon Heavensward's release. Things they would do after the main story while waiting for patch 3.1 to come out, among other things. This along with the other one we did, Never Reap. Just wanted to do this before we did anything else. Actually, is this one the fractal continuum, or... No, I guess we make our way, like, over there somehow? Through this door? Maybe another teleporter? So we're gonna do this. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to wait. If this wait time of 9 minutes is good, or accurate, then I guess I should be counting my blessings, but hopefully it's a bit quicker than that. Don't want to wait here all night. But wait we shall. At least Komo is going to. Right here. She's just gonna wait for any passing 3 adventurers that are here in Azzy's Law somehow to just fly on by and join her in this weird adventure. It's never failed her before. Just waiting for adventurers. I'm sure it'll happen any moment now. And here we are, the fractal continuum. Honestly, I have no idea what happens in this dungeon. Guess we'll find out. Maybe I'll remember. Hopefully I also remember how to play Black Mage. Like, in a dungeon setting. We got ley lines now, so that's important. No, my ley lines! That's the wrong move. I guess I have another ley line, so I'm going to wait until the next pull. I only have so many ley lines. Alright, are we sitting here? We all lower. Exhibit 3, the Phantom Ray, I guess. Feast your eyes on this massive yet elegant automaton, designed to monitor and, if necessary, dispatch potentially violent chimerical constructs. Is he gonna... Yep. Double sever. Could have guessed. Gonna do it again, huh? Damn. I was hoping those would explode later. Rapid sever, huh? Damn. I could at least put down Mana Ward if I really need it, but I just don't want to move. I'm a Black Mage. Why can't I target? Oh, I'm out of mana, that's right, okay. I was pressing the attack button, just couldn't hit it. Obviously because I had no mana. What exactly is the layout going on here anyway? Different complexes on different sides of the place, I guess. Exhibit 4, the Mirror Knight. A second generation construct boasting the strength of a bear and acute vision of an owl, as with many early efforts at synthesis, lack of intelligence and a proclivity for violence limited its practical use. I guess. And then this one. Oh no. Yup, the Excalion. That's pretty lore heavy. Well, I'll get into that in a sec. I'm not inside my ley lines. I'm actually fighting some of those Excalion right now. Oh, I'm out. One more and then this. Can't focus on reading when I have to focus on my rotation. Right, the Excellion. A highly intelligent construct employed by Allegan engineers to perform maintenance tasks. Notable flaws include a weakness against the elements and certain genetic instabilities. Might have missed the entry for this guy, as well as like just a bunch of entries in general. Probably not going to catch them all during my first run of the dungeon. Ow! Didn't know we would do that. I maybe could have guessed based on I think this guy fights similar to... Ouch. Okay, then he just attacks everyone, got it. I think that hits in front. Yeah. This guy fights similar, at least some of his moves, to a version of him inside the Aurum Vale, I think? The coin counter, I want to say? Maybe. What do we do here? What was that? Only the tank survived. I'm sure the tank's got it, right? Was there something we had to do there? Something like whisk the area around the stage? This guy's a warrior, so should be able to do a lot of self-healing, right? Yep, there it goes again. He might survive. Is there something targetable here? Yeah, he's surviving. Just wanted to see the guy go down, and maybe see that attack again. Although I guess respawning works now that you spawn right in front of the boss door, I think. And then we're back here, I think? Waste of a ley lines. It's fine. I guess I'm gonna have to learn off-screen how exactly that boss worked. The clockwork things. This is similar to Crystal Tower, I think. Should we be worried about those? Should I be attacking them? Am I? Oh, I'm out of... Am I out of mana? No way. Oh right, I have to use Fire Trade. Don't know how I messed up my rotation there. Kind of off my game. A lot of my ley lines, come on. I guess I should have guessed based on last time. Just get off of that. Oh no, wait a second, I remember this platform. I don't remember the boss though, that's the problem. This guy had mechanics. Curator, huh? Well, that thing's dead. I didn't even notice them. Oh, we got the bomb. We need it sooner. Thank you, healer. I think this guy had mechanics. Maybe everyone else is gonna take care of it for me. Another bomb. Yep, this time on the dancer. And immediately taken care of. Alright, don't want to step on those. I guess the mechanics were nothing to be afraid of. They didn't change this guy, did he? Did they? Don't think so. Since you're the only one left. Now I'm actually going to go back and try to see any of that lore that I might have missed throughout the entire map, just because I have the extra time. Let's cut that music. Gonna be annoying to go through this whole place with it playing over and over. Think that's forward, right? We turned right at the very beginning, I think. The exact layout of this place is kind of confusing to me. No way to get rid of these things, especially in a dungeon. So this place is the larboard complex, which is the left? Larboard. Starboard? Don't think we saw this. Exhibit 1. Technology in Daily Life. This exhibit showcases the various scientific advances that allow Alligans to live lives of heretofore unheard of ease and efficiency. The height of their hubris, I guess. I was just kind of running past these. Could barely pay attention to the enemies on screen. Exhibit 2. Technology in War. See the myriad marvels of Allagan military technology that have replaced flesh and blood soldiers, ensuring that no Allagan citizen need ever again lay down their life in battle. Right. Then we fought a bunch of those and, I guess they were these in the walls, like these guys. Huh, what's this? Just kind of a mannequin. It's not the corpse of an enemy, those disappeared, right? And right, the Phantom Ray, number 3. Was there... no. And this brings us to the Starboard complex, I guess? Must be. So are these actually different floating islands that we were looking at from the outside, or is this all inside the Spiky Ball facility? Seems like they could all be different places rather than one structure. Right, so this was number 4, the Mirror Knight, which we still see in modern day Eorzea, I guess. Oh. 3 dings. And then this one. Exhibit 7? Wait. The Shabti, a 4th generation construct and one of the first to effectively employ cloning technology. With high intelligence and regenerative capacity, its development was hailed as a major breakthrough. Did we miss one? We missed a few. What about 5 and... are these? This one was 7. Nope, this is continuing. Exhibit 8, the Naga. Among the first successful efforts in synthesizing a void scent. Oh, a synthesized void scent. Interesting. Void research remains an emerging field, with future developments holding great promise. Yeah, I guess, they had that kind of pact with the Void, the Allagan Emperor. That was the whole point of the Crystal Tower raids and all that. Didn't know they actually synthesized them. About the ones I missed, though. Actually, I guess there might have been just a bunch of, things over here that are unreadable. Yeah, probably. There's nowhere else to insert a bunch of, information panels. That word was escaping me until I read it below. And then this one, the big one. The Ixalian. Kind of read this already, but that mention about genetic instabilities and obviously their appearance and the name, Ixal. Just put a pin in that. We kind of already got the precursor to this by doing the Ixal Society quests and what they were talking about there. But we won't get the full, like, story stuff until actually Stormblood. Which is just more like side story stuff. It's just like a few lines, basically. What actually were we supposed to do here? Actually gonna look this up quickly. Guess Komoy's just going to stand here, pondering what exactly she was supposed to do while I'm looking this up. I'm sure the answer is going to come to her in a second. Fractal... Not even going to pause the episode here, it should be quick. I'm on the page right now. Minotaur. 1,111-ton swipe Rumart AoE. One player needs to click on one of the several biomass incubator tubes that encircle the arena. This will spawn a flawed Shabti ad, distracting the boss and interrupting his attack. Yeah, we have to click on one of these. But then the ad needs to be killed immediately, apparently. That's what the wiki says. See, I don't have the HUD setting that lets me see the interactables, as with all of these information panels. They're all like sparklies, right? Like this one. Well, I guess I missed this one. It's not an information panel. And I guess there was no panel for the Minotaur either. But all these information panels that I've been walking past, I don't have the text that appears above them. And there probably should have been text over these, if not a sparkly or whatever, indicating that you could interact with these during the fight. You can't see it right now. Turns out that guy's mechanic was more dangerous than the actual bosses, I guess. And then I think there were no more information panels over here. For some reason it just directs you back towards the front hall. You do like a loop around the perimeter and then I guess you wind up in the big spiky one. Yeah, this is the big spiky one. Guess the fractal continuum is actually like a bunch of these different floating things. Not just this one here. Okay, that's it. We can exit this way. And bring the music back. Back on our head, huh? And back to Wedge. I guess the polite thing to do in the future if there's more lore like that inside the dungeon. If I can't just pick it up and put it in the log like I tried to do, best to just focus on the enemies and come back for the lore later, so I don't mess up my AoE rotation or whatever, or just ignore the enemies outright, or fall behind the party like I did. Hopefully I wasn't too much of a burden though. I mean, all three of us that weren't the tank kind of just ended up dying to that same attack, right? So it's not like I was the only one off my game. You're back, Komoi. Oh, do tell me, you've brought me a new nacelle. I guess we did. It was just there somewhere, I guess. Why, that's a functioning nacelle if I ever saw one. This'll do the trick, I'm sure of it. Blip. Auto-detecting newly installed nacelle. Blip. Nacelle detected. Reinitializing system settings. Blip. Initialization complete. Welcome to Azzy's Law, Master Wedge and Mistress Komoi. Gilly, could it truly be you? Blip. The very same, Master Wedge. And running at optimal efficiency. Thanks to my first full-body overhaul in approximately 5 millennia. You really are too kind. Alright, that seems to be a bit more personality than before, I think. Or is it the same? Ah, now that's my sweet little girl. Why, after all you did for us, it was the least we could do. Wedge, you did nothing for us, I'm pretty sure. I've got a favor to ask you, Komoi. This might sound silly, but I want you to take Gilly with you on your adventures. I want her to see that there's more to our world than this etheric waste she's called home for thousands of years. Yes, I'd say our little girl's done enough guidance. From this day forward, she's an accompaniment node. And with you, she's going to go Go where no node has gone before. Okay. We got a new accompaniment node, I guess. I mean, it's Wedge's dog. Guess it's our dog now. Really, he could have hung on to it. Probably would have been more loved, I think. There. This is how Komori makes computers work. Strangely enough, it's a, independent type node. Well, okay. Kind of would have expected it to be following around like an obedient type, or whatever. I actually prefer the ones that are independent. They feel more alive, I guess. Well, now that we've done that, let's return back to Cortez and call it an episode. We can retire in our room in the Forgotten Night. Why not? Alright, Komori has a brand new computer, I guess. That's what these are, right? Basically? They're basically like personal computers or something, just with like AI installed. Don't think she knows how to work it, but she's a machinist, right? So maybe she can figure that out? Well, maybe this is a whole different field of expertise from machinist. I'm sure she'll have ample time to figure it out in between episodes. Now would be a good time to take a break.